Okay, I am live. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I'm here to do a reading for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or anybody who happens to show up. And you might not have any major Earth placements in your chart, and this could still be for you. It's my intention. There's something here for everyone. And my readings are timeless, and so I'm just gonna dive in. I've picked 3 from Wisdom of the Oracle, and I will clarify, with other decks. So yeah, this is really interesting. This is actually the middle card that I picked. Time for a nap. And when I sat down, I had plenty of energy this morning. And then shortly before I sat down to do this reading, it felt like everything just kind of drained out of me. And I'm like, whew, like really picking up on this energy. Kind of exhaustion is what this is speaking to in the protection position. Pushing so hard, trying to make something happen despite the need to back off and rest. It can speak to workaholism, putting everything you've got into a project, a person, a situation, whatever it is, and you know you're tapped out. You've emptied your reserves, and it's really important now to take the time to refill those reserves. The first card I chose is by the book, and it really feels like, hey, Princess K, good morning, or afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Welcome. Because this card showed up, and it's about conforming, it's about following the rules, following the clearly laid path that others have laid before you. I'm kind of feeling like you've been doing something that, yay, good morning, feeling something, doing something that has been probably like some kind of new project, something a little more outside the box, where you're trying to forge a new path. And you're coming to this place where we have to the sea and protection. You're bumping up against some obstacles, some kind of blocks. Things aren't flowing. And it's like there's this feeling of needing to keep pushing, even though all the indications are saying to just put down whatever you're doing, step back, and take a nap. Take some time for yourself. When things don't move forward, when we keep hitting a wall, it is a message from the universe, like letting you know, like, okay, now is the time to it's not a time to move forward. In the book, this talks about being, we are human beings, not human doings. And so it's important to spend time resting and relaxing and taking a break, as much as it is to actually be taking the steps to being consistent in moving forward. There's a balance here, and it's needing to find that. And so it's like, instead of trying to continually think outside the box, do something different, be original, whatever you're doing, fall back on the simple things, the steps that have already been laid out. Because that's going to probably bring some kind of clarity to you that you're not able to get right now. I had something else in my brain, but it is gone. Wah, wah. So yeah, step back, take that nap, follow the things that people have done before, because it's going to give you the time that you need, and to rest. And in resting, that's when the clarity comes. When you're going all the time, and your brain is on just like in go mode, it can cause overwhelm. It can kind of get you all foggy and not able to think clearly and think straight. And it's in those times of resting when we're more likely to get our aha moments, and how what our next steps can be. Because whatever you're doing, it's not working, and it's a message. So, we're gonna clarify with the good tarot. The good tarot. We need to know. 7 of Fire. Going on a journey. Maybe you've been on a journey. See, it kind of seems like you have been. That it's quite a long journey. It's an awesome magical journey. We've got the unicorn and a pretty comfy seat on its back, but it's not going to be quick. This is requiring endurance. This is going the long haul, going the distance, needing to have perseverance in whatever you're doing. And that's the thing, marathon runners, they'll tell you about pacing. You need to pace yourself. You can't sprint the whole way. You have to find that groove, or you're going to burn yourself out and just be out of the race completely. What else? Moon. Yeah, it's about an illusion. I feel like this is speaking to believing, how do I say it? Not being honest with the process, with what's going on. That you have this big idea, you're inspired, all these things, but again, you've been putting so much effort and work into it, and it's like only seeing your vision rather than looking at the reality of things. And in order to see past the illusion, you got to slow down. You got to take that time for yourself to rest, to rejuvenate. It'd be so interesting if the 4 of Swords showed up in this reading. 4 of Air. Transformation. Yep, it's in the stepping back that you are able to transform and move into a place where the blocks come down. Transformation. Big transformation coming in your world, in your life, in yourself. But again, I feel like the transformation can only come when you allow yourself the time to bring it in, to allow it to happen. And I think there's also learning to, the transformation happens in this act of stepping back. Like that's a part of the transformational process, is learning how to take care of yourself, that you don't have to go 1,000,000 miles an hour 100% of the time. Okay. Yeah, did not come up. That four of air, but it's sure feeling like it could. We still have other decks. We'll see. Needing to rest. Yep. Okay, I'm going to go to the Oracle Tarot now. Justice, making honorable choices, choices that support you, honoring yourself, honoring your needs. Yeah. Because that helps you find your balance. You're out of balance. You're out of balance right now. You gotta get yourself back. Start making the choices that work for you. You know, everything works out in its own good time. There is divine timing in this situation. And that simply means that the universe sees the bigger picture better than you do. And so to trust, like if you're hitting those walls, just step back and know that a door will appear when you need it, when it's time. So choose wisely. Choose yourself first. Issues of control, bondage, freedom. Yeah, you're trying to control the situation. And you're getting yourself all tied up and not able to move. And you want to get to that place of freedom. And taking the break, taking the nap is what's going to get you there. This is all self-inflicted. You don't have to scale that mountain just yet. Again, mountain climbers, they have to stop and they have to sleep and they have to eat. Like, you can't just go, especially when you're like, I mean, depends how big the mountain is, but you know, it's important to rest. Test of courage. Well, we didn't get the 4, but we got the 5. Oh, no, that's not swords. That's wands. Still. Test of courage. I think it's a test of courage to allow yourself to trust that the transformation is going to happen, that you are going to get to where you want to go, that the opportunities will show up when you need them. It's like, it takes courage to stop sometimes. My mom, oh my God, that woman's crazy. She doesn't stop until her body lays her out. And she's like, oh, I guess I pushed myself too hard. So it's like, it's needing to be courageous in the sense of, again, there's the trust. And knowing that if you keep pushing, you are going to end up physically harming yourself. Okay. Wisdom of Avalon. Ooh, I just saw 1444. That was cool. Forgiveness. Hmm. This could be speaking to this idea that you might have been raised or have this inner sense of you need to work hard in order to succeed. That there's something wrong with you if you drop the ball. That you always have to be keeping everything, all the balls in the air. And probably when you find yourself in situations where you've been pushing too hard and you get yourself to that point of exhaustion, like my mom, where you're literally just laid up, like you cannot move anymore. There's still this voice in your head that's berating you. What's wrong with you? Why are you laying around in bed? You should be moving. You should be doing something. I mean, in my family, my grandma, it was like, okay, I can't move. I'm going to take one day to rest. And then I got to be back in the game, back in the race, got to be doing for everybody all the time. And again, there's this real sense of pressure on yourself. And I feel like this card is really speaking to needing to forgive yourself for not being able to go constantly. That forgiveness, there's an allowing in the forgiveness and knowing that you're doing the best you can in every given moment. And sometimes, yes, sometimes you do drop the ball. Sometimes you push so hard that everything comes crashing down. But that it's a part of the process. It's a part of the learning. And so really, I feel like this is a huge need to forgive yourself for being human, for needing to take a break, for needing the time for yourself. And it's not, if doors don't open, it's not your fault. Sometimes we hit those obstacles. And again, it's trusting, knowing that divine timing is at play and it's just not the right time. Truth. Yeah. feeling the truth, seeing beyond the illusion of what you think is supposed to happen, seeing the truth of the matter, seeing the truth that taking a break is not only good, it's necessary. Seeing the truth that you will gain clarity when you step back and rest. That you will be so much more productive when you do this. Once you fill your reserves, and filling your reserves also helps you to get to the truth. So, okay. Death. Yep. Pretty sure this is the death card in the traditional tarot deck. And it's not a literal death, although I mean if you push yourself too hard, your body might crap out. But this speaks to me of an old way of dying off. That to go through this transformation, something needs to die in order for something to be born. Death is not something to be afraid of. It's a part of the cycle. And it's really positive. And it does require courage to allow something to die away. And it could be too the death of an idea. Maybe you have been working on something and you're hitting these obstacles, these walls, and maybe what you need to do right now is to just reassess. Like, you need to step away so that you can see, okay, something's not working. What do I need to do to make it work? Do I need to drop this completely? And be open to that maybe there's something else you need to be doing. Could be something completely different, or it could just be needing to pivot and try new things. But anyway, an old way of being, old way of doing, it's time to let it go. It's time for it to die off so that you can transform. Is part of the transformation too. The image of Gandalf from Lord of the Rings. He had to fight the Balrog, and he died, but he came back transformed. He came back. It strengthened him. He was changed. He was stronger and bigger. Okay. Going to go to the Osho Zen. Osho Zen Tarot. Pretty sure I picked this card for you last time. Yeah, this is you. You are so freaking exhausted. You have been burning the candle at both ends. Many candles at both ends. And you can't go anymore. You can't do it. This guy really needs a nap. That's so funny. Possibilities. Because napping, taking that nap, resting, stepping back, recharging, allows you to see the possibilities. When you're in that mode of doing, and you're exhausted, you can't see possibilities. I mean, this guy he's so tired. Like, he's put all these pieces together and he's like, I don't even know what I just built here because my mind's not clear. I can't think. Probably he's put some parts together that shouldn't have gone together. And that's why he's, this is why you're hitting the walls, because, or the wall, or the obstacles, because it's like somehow you've been pushing too hard and you haven't quite put the right pieces together. It's like in a puzzle, if you're doing like an area that has a lot of the same colors, it's very easy to put the wrong piece in the wrong place. And then suddenly you're like, why are these not fitting? This is weird. And it's finding that piece that you placed wrong and pulling it out. And then that will allow you to get the right pieces into place again. So traveling. Interesting. Yeah. Yep. Traveling within. These two cards look so similar. You need to travel within in order to see the bigger picture, in order to see the possibilities. It's like this feels like a close-up of what's going on back here. We've got these mountain ranges. And it's like you becoming the bird, the eagle, to be able to see the bigger picture, to be able to move into the light. And I feel like this is your clarity, finding your clarity, but you need to get up above the mountains first. And that's, again, it all comes back to the rest, to the stepping back. There's a huge transformation in this. That something needing to die in order to be reborn or born. There's all these clouds here, and then the sun is shining up above, getting above the clouds, above the fog, so that you can see clearly. All right. Numerology deck. Ending with some advice, some guidance, some final words. Oh, so funny. This is so funny. Yep. Yes, I do not need to say more. Time out. Completion. I think that by taking a timeout, it gets you back on the right track. Whether you've had to pivot or drop everything and start from square one, it's allowing you to move forward to the place of being able to complete whatever it is you started in the first place. Abundance. Seeing what's coming to me is that in this place of do, go, that you've been overlooking some crucial things. Abundance is so many things. It's not just money and material wealth. It is every breath that we breathe. It is going outside and seeing all of the diversity and amazing things out in nature. It's every moment that we have in this life. It's the smallest thing and the biggest thing all at once. And I think that's what's happening here is by stepping back, you're able to transform. Taking the time out allows you to see everything in a whole new way. Allows you to travel within to that place. Yeah, again, I keep getting this sense of like this old way of being dying off to make way for this part of you that is more allowing, that is more in tune with life, with your higher power. And that's what calls in the abundance. And it's also learning to recognize the abundance in all its forms. And that being in that place of gratitude and recognition of what's already around you, that's what helps open the doors of opportunity. Gets you back on track. And this is why the whole lesson is about you just slowing down. Trusting that everything's going to work out in the right time. That it doesn't all need to happen right now. And it's not all in your hands. You have help. And right now that help is saying, stop. You're done. And you're going to get here. You are here. So, yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Read the messages. Make yourself your priority because you are the center of your universe. And you are in charge of you and your life. And yeah, again, you gotta practice that extreme self-care. That is your secret weapon, the secret ingredient. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, it has been awesome. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day and night and tomorrow, wherever you are in the world. I was going to say in the universe. Sure, why not? And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe.